I just want to thank you all for having taken out time to come here and share this evening with us, which for me is a very special evening. Since it's about the two books which have been translated in English of memoirs of my parents, Rajendra Yadav and Mannu Bhandari. Actually, the original, the Hindi version had come out many years back. First, Rajendra Yadav's Mud Mud Ke Dekhta Hoon, and a few years later, almost kind of in response to Mud Mud Ke Dekhta Hoon, was Mannu Bhandari's memoirs, EK KAHANI YE BHI. But they both came out separately from Rajkamal Prakashan, and there was a gap. What makes it so special today is that the English translations are coming out together. So it's almost like both coming together is more special and has a different meaning for me especially. A few years back, when Poonam Saxena approached me and said that she wanted to translate these two books in English, honestly, I was very reluctant to give her permission, which I don't think I've told Poonam ever. No, I didn't want to. Simply because I just felt that these two books were books where they both had expressed their deep emotions, and they had fairly candidly put their thoughts and pretty much, at certain places poured their heart out. And their life, their thinking, their world was Hindi. So I felt that anything, if it is translated, it'll almost be like violating their space, or probably will never be able to do justice because they thought in Hindi. So I was not keen at all. I mean, a lot of their fiction work has been translated, which is fine, but this was too personal, and I just felt that it will never be the same. But then later I thought, and there was also a part of me, the advocate for translations and how translations are important today, so that part kind of took over, and I said, okay, let's go for this. So Poonam started the work. I think it took her almost 4 to 5 years. I have seen translators working. I have worked kind of with a couple of translators, but I must say that I have never seen this kind of involvement in two books. Poonam literally immersed herself for the last 4 to 5 years. She was literally living in their lives. It was very much like that. Apart from not just these books, she was reading everything on them, their other work, their diaries, everything. And laboring over each sentence. She wanted to discuss anything where she felt she had a doubt, either with me or Sanjay ji, especially Rajendra Yadav, she had a tough time doing. But and when the final drafts came to me to read, and I was going through them, I never felt like they were not the originals. So, I mean, that's what my feeling is. Rest, the experts are here to talk about the book, so I won't say too much. But I think it was done wonderfully. And today, I think Poonam knows these two writers more than any of us, or even me, their personal lives or their literary lives. So, and going through those drafts for me was like reliving my years with both of them. So it was emotional turmoil. It was at times hard. At times it was, I also was making fun of certain things, looking back. So it was a very, very personal experience for me to these two books when they came out. I'm very, very thankful and grateful that Mrinal Pandey ji and Ashok Vajpayee ji agreed to talk about these books. Very few people today, Mridula ji is sitting here and few others, who have witnessed that era. and been a part of it. And I have witnessed that era, but as a child. But I see a lot of difference between that era of the literary era, that time and today. Lot of difference. There was a kind of openness, and I know that both Ashokji and Mrinalji had their differences with my parents on many issues, but dissent was part of that bond. Dissent was not taken as anything that, that you become enemies. They were all living in that world, interacting with their arguments, with their agreements. And it was just, I think, a very, very beautiful and a very, very productive and a very positive kind of an environment, which I feel is missing today. I again would like, I'm sure they'll talk about it a little, but I'm really thankful and I know my mother was very fond of Mrinalji. She used to come, I have clear memories of you coming home, and she used to come in her trousers and jackets and a peak cap, I remember, and my mother used to say, she looks like a mischievous boy. And she was really very fond of you. So I have those memories, and I would also like to thank Suneet Tandon and Suhaila Kapoor for having agreed to do certain readings, certain excerpts, and really grateful and thankful. Maybe we'll start with the evening with the readings. I would like to invite Suneet and Suhaila to start the evening with reading out certain excerpts to generally just, I guess, set a little tone for the evening.